welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Becca and I make videos all about how you can live a more ethical, sustainable, and intentional life. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I eat in a day. These are one of my absolute favorite videos both to film and to watch, so I figured we could do a quarantine edition. Since I've been spending more time at home, I've had a lot more time to cook, I've been trying new recipes, and so I thought I could share some of that with you guys today. And if you've been following me for a while, you will know that I've been self-isolating at my parents' house. My parents are not vegan, my sister is vegetarian, so that does make things easier, but I am the only vegan in my household right now, and so I figured I could share with you guys some tips on how to stay or be vegan if you are living in a non-vegan household. I do want to disclaim that, of course, this pandemic is a literal crisis, so if being vegan is not feasible for you right now, that is totally okay in my eyes. I think life is just always about doing what is your personal best in the given moment. So with all that said, let's just get into breakfast. Good morning, everyone. So we are just gonna get started off with breakfast, of course. So I had quiche. It was kind of a quiche Lorraine. So it had mushrooms, spinach, and onions in it. Basically everything a quiche Lorraine would have except for bacon, because I didn't feel like looking for vegan bacon or making it, and I'm not really a big bacon person anyway. And then you just use tofu for the egg part, and it actually came out pretty good. Like, all of the flavors were there. I will definitely kind of keep tweaking it if I make it in the future. I was actually kind of merging two recipes together, which I'll have linked down below, of course, and there's just a couple changes I would make. So for example, one of the recipes had a hash brown crust, and that's what I did, and while I do like hash browns and it came out well, I think the potatoes are just kind of too similar in texture to the rest of it, so I would definitely just do a normal pie crust in the future. But it did come out super good, and since that obviously takes like a while to make, I just made it for dinner a couple of nights ago because I have way more time to cook in the evenings, and so then it is just nice and ready for me when I wake up, because I usually wake up starving, so all I have to do is throw it in the microwave. And then I am definitely more of a sweet person for breakfast, so I went ahead and had some strawberries and blueberries on the side, and I actually got both of those berries from my produce box. So this is my first tip for you guys, and that's to get a produce box. I know this probably isn't available for everyone, but if you can get one, I would definitely recommend it. It just is so easy to have fresh fruits and vegetables delivered right to your door, which can also help minimize how often you have to go out to grocery stores, which is very important right now, of course. And it's also super fun because you might get a vegetable or a fruit that you've never tried before. So for example, a couple of weeks ago I got radishes, and I've never had radishes, but I ended up looking up a recipe and I made these really good, like, they were so good, guys. I made these dumplings. The produce you're getting is usually going to be local, which is great for the environment and supporting your local economy and just so many things like that. So as you guys may know, I'm also a pretty big coffee drinker, so I went ahead and brewed myself a cup this morning. I just used some grounds I got from Trader Joe's and some creamer from Silk. The Silk almond ones are probably my favorite. I like both the vanilla and the caramel. And I recently picked up a creme brulee to try, so I will definitely update you guys on that. And yeah, this kind of brings me to my second tip, and that is to do the shopping yourself. Now, personally, my family doesn't really like me to go out, especially in the state of the world right now, but whenever I am at my parents' house, every couple of weeks or so, it's pretty rare, I will go to Trader Joe's on my own and do some shopping there just for some kind of like specialty vegan products. Obviously, you don't need a Trader Joe's to be vegan, but obviously I can't expect my family to drive to a further away grocery store just for the things that I want to eat, so it's just kind of my responsibility to do that. And this just makes it easier because you know exactly what you want, you know exactly what you need, you probably know where it is in the grocery store, so it is just kind of easy to do it yourself. But obviously everyone's family is different. Like I said, I don't usually do the grocery shopping for my household. However, if you're not doing the shopping, I do have a third tip for you guys, and that is to give your parents or whoever is doing the shopping a very specific list. Now, this is something me and my mom kind of struggle with because she always tells me like the day of that she's going shopping, and I don't have my list ready, so definitely something I'm working on myself. But having a list just makes it super easy for them to find what you need. You can even maybe write where in the store they can find it if they don't know, and obviously this just makes it easier for everyone involved. Alright, so it's just about noon and I just made lunch. I kept it super simple. I just made 2 pieces of toast. I used the Dave's Killer bread. I always mess the name of that up, but I just had 2 pieces of that. It was the green bag one. The yellow is my favorite, but obviously we are in a pandemic, so grocery stores are out of a lot of things. So the green one is just fine. And so I just put peanut butter on one half. I use a natural peanut butter from Smucker's. It literally has only a little bit of salt added, so I really, really like that. And then on the other half, I added some vegan butter and some cinnamon sugar. So this is something I had as a kid. It was just like a special occasion, like kind of treat thing, but I literally can't stop eating it now. So that's just kind of fun, but I just do one slice so that I can have peanut butter on the other. And then I just added a little bit of chia seeds on the peanut butter for some extra fiber, omega-3s, iron, all of that good stuff. And then I just added a little clementine, and that is gonna be my lunch. Hey guys, so it's about 3:30, so I just made a snack. So first off, I went ahead and I made myself another cup of coffee. I've definitely been drinking a lot more coffee during quarantine, I think just because I have a coffee maker near me all the time. You know, I'm not like out in class and obviously I can't get coffee. It's just always right downstairs for me, so I've definitely been drinking a lot more coffee, but my body, like, I don't really react badly to it. I'm not addicted to it or anything. I just love the taste, and especially on a day like this, it is super, super dark and gloomy and rainy outside, and so just having a nice warm cup of coffee sounded really good today. And then I also got some baby carrots and hummus. I actually made the hummus myself for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and I literally cannot believe I didn't do it sooner. I'm not a huge hummus person, but it's just so easy to make. If I can find the recipe I used, I'll link it down below for you guys, of course, but basically you just stick chickpeas, some oil, garlic, and like salt in a food processor and you blend it all up, and obviously you can control the measurements for all of those things, so you can add more or less oil depending on what you like. So super easy. So I just got some hummus with baby carrots and a couple of Oreos because why not? So it's about 5:45 now, and I am done with all of my work and my dance classes for the day, so it is time to make dinner, and I'm going to be making dinner by myself for myself, which brings me to a couple more tips for you guys. The first one is just to make your own meals. Obviously, if you're the one doing something out of the norm, then you need to be the one who does it. You know, you have to take responsibility for that. You can't expect someone else to cook your meals. I am really lucky that my mom is nice enough to sometimes cook things for me, but you can see today that all of my meals and snacks I prepared by myself, and it's just really, you can't expect other people to do it. Obviously, if you are younger, if you're a kid watching this, please make sure you know your way around a kitchen safely and everything. And if you don't know how to cook, then you should definitely learn to do that as well. Just do some research, and cooking and everything I find actually really, really fun, and I really enjoy it now. So you never know what you might learn. And also, every time I cook, well, not every time, but especially when I cook dinner, I always make enough for leftovers. And this is really easy to do. You know, I just dump the whole box of pasta in, or usually if you're following a recipe, it's gonna be for 4 people anyway. So what this does is it just allows me to cook less often, so it is not as much of a chore, it's not as much of a hassle, it doesn't take as much time. If you cook enough for leftovers, you don't have to worry about it for a couple more days. So I'm gonna go see what I have in my pantry and my fridge and what I can cook tonight. So I just made dinner, and I made just a bowl. Some people call them Nourish bowls. Basically, they're just a great way to A, clean out your fridge, and also incorporate foods from every food group, because you usually want to include a green, greens, vegetable, and some kind of protein. So for mine, I use my favorite rice, which is this brown rice blend from Trader Joe's. It is so good, and so I just cooked that up according to the instructions. And then I also cooked up a random sweet potato I had lying around. I just microwaved mine because that's the easiest way to do it, and I just cut it up. And then in a pan, I cooked up some asparagus, which was starting to go bad, and that was also from the produce box we got. And then I also added in some spinach and let that wilt a bit, and then I threw in some tofu I'd cooked up like a week ago and really needed to use up, and I added this like vegan chicken seasoning I found at Trader Joe's to all of that, and it is so good. So I am gonna go eat that now because I'm pretty hungry, and yeah, I'm gonna go eat it and watch Riverdale with my sister, which is an absolutely trash show, but Cole Sprouse is in it, so what can you say? This is the before. Basically, we have 6 banana breads and plastic.
6 bananas.
What'd I say? Did I say we have 6 loaves of banana bread? Okay, wait, we have 6 bananas. Okay, cut. Are you wanting the bananas? You want something to do with your hands, basically.
Is it still filming?
Yeah, it's still on. Yay! This is literally just all the footage of you holding bananas. Alright, so I'm here with my sister Abby. You can say hi.
Hi. I'm holding the bananas.
Okay, so we have a ton of mushy bananas, so we're gonna be like everyone else in quarantine and we're gonna make banana bread. My sister is here with me, she's gonna help, but she is laughing too much to be on camera right now. So we're gonna make banana bread. I used the pickled limes recipe, so I'll have that link down below for you guys. And let's get started. Don't do that. Don't drop your bananas.
One banana down.
Alright, it got pretty late last night, so I decided to close out this video today, but that is everything I ate yesterday. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can also leave a comment down below. I reply to every single one I get because I just love talking to you guys, and doing stuff like that really helps to support my channel and its growth so much. You can also subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos, which, speaking of, next week's video is all about composting, so I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. You can also go follow me on Instagram. It is just at becca.gargiulo. And with all of that said, I hope you guys are staying safe, healthy, and happy, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.